Would you ever vape on stream? No, I don't think so. I've never vaped off stream. I don't even know I would need someone to light it for me, to be honest with you. You're hitting me with the sures, but you got to remember, I'm 35 years old. I'm in that weird, like, Goldilocks zone of having been told that, like, cigarettes are something you should never smoke, but simultaneously, like, vapes hadn't really existed yet. If I hadn't gotten married when I was, like, 24, I think I could have possibly become a vapor. And I mean that in, like, a non-pejorative sense, but I just, you know, that data point of getting married, that life event, represents, for me, the end of deliberately courting new vices. It's kind of like, you know, it's time to get a little serious here. Yeah, I do. I think about the alternate timeline NLs from time to time. Not like wistfully necessarily, but there's probably an alternate timeline NL where I'm like blowing smoke rings or something like that, and I made like $100 million trading cryptocurrency in like 2011 because I had a friend who was really into it, and I was like, I don't know, seems stupid. There's probably there's a version of that. I'm not even knocking it, you know. I think people, they contain multitudes. Now, I mean, what'll fuck with you, right, is that like it's not what I want for myself now. But if I had not been myself now, if I had been myself then who I am now might not be who I would have wanted myself to be if I were the me that I was then. You know what I mean? So in many ways, like, it's almost a self-fulfilling prophecy that you're like, I'm glad things didn't go down like that, because I don't know if I would have liked the person that I would have become, but you would have been a different person than the person that you would have thought that you would have been, that you wouldn't have become the person that you are. You know what I'm saying? Does Bizarro NL have a full beard? Yeah, I think Bizarro NL probably went like the normal way that guys deal with like a midlife crisis in their 30s, which is like steroids. Bye. Did Crypto NL get hair plugs? Yeah, I would say so. Crypto NL, hair plugs. I'm not saying anything bad about tattoos, but Crypto NL definitely has a full sleeve tattoo and considers himself an alpha male, even though he's the same height and 50 pounds heavier. Probably does contain more muscle mass, but also has like 24% body fat. And definitely uses steroids. And what's funny to me is that I think you guys are like, fuck Crypto NL. But I'm like, if I was Crypto NL, I would have been like, dude, I love being on steroids. I love ashwagandha.
Anyone there?
I don't want to eliminate the guy. I didn't want that. You're lucky I'm an exalted being. Otherwise, I simply would have killed you. I would have killed you. But I thought, what about the ripple effect that this would have on his friends and family? Sam Bankman-Fried, when Samuel Credit Union Jailed walks in. I stole it from chat, but it was good.
I'll be in touch when you reach your destination.
Don't listen, please. You got to remember, I've been bald for we're closing in on like 20 years. It's been 15 years or so, okay? Maybe a little bit longer than 15 years now that I think about it, but so like once a week, somebody makes a viral tweet about baldness and like 100 people at me in it. And I just like, I don't have the stomach, man, for like another possibly 40 plus years of the same bald jokes coming up. I'm not saying it's a bad joke. It's just like, you don't need to show it to the only bald guy you know. That's like, it just gets old. Exactly. So the tweet was like, being high when you're bald must be crazy. Don't you just get high and go like, wow, I have no hair? And I'm like, no, because you like live your whole life with no hair, so that's like normal. I don't know what kind of shit you're smoking, but we're not in the same circle, at least. So I don't take offense to it, and I don't even think that they shouldn't have tweeted it. I'm just like, you don't have to show it to me. Like, at least like 10 people added me and were like, what are your thoughts on this? And I'm like, I don't know, man. What do you want me to say? I know I'm bald. I'm not even saying like get some new material or something. I'm just like, you know, I just don't know how you expect me to react. Also, the road rage video. Listen, I will acknowledge that he resembles me. The only reason I get upset sometimes is people say he looks just like you, which is not true. I will say somebody linked me. Well, I've been getting linked to a lot of messed up stuff. I already talked about insanely hairy bodybuilder thumbnail where he's shaving his entire torso before his bodybuilding competition. But then also, people keep linking me to this guy that is like, you know, oh, insane road rage clip. And the guy that gets out of the car and threatens to fight the guy who cut him off or whatever, he doesn't look like me at all. Like, he looks like he's like just a random bald guy from Kentucky or something like that. I do not look like Stephen Del Duca, the head of the Ontario Liberal Party, okay? The dude is like literally 60 years old. Mark Strong, that's very complimentary. And much like Mark Strong, I'll take on anyone. I don't really think I look like Moby. I feel like I got like at least 30 pounds on Moby. And he's got like 20 years on me. I'm not offended by all of them. I'm just offended by some of them. Yeah, that's Crypto NL. Thank you. He resembles me. There's no doubt about that. Brother, that is you? It is not me. The dude's like 225.
It does look like Ryan. Oh my god. Oh my god. That does look like Ryan. Holy shit, I almost believed you. Oh man. I don't know if Ryan would do that, but like, same energy. Same energy.
What about the dumpy pic? The dumpy pic, the guy is bald. He does not look like me. His butt kind of looks like my butt. But he does not look like me. Disagree? I mean, honestly, Alex, I'm not asking you to back me up here unless you truly believe it. But as a bald person, non-balds can't be trusted on whether bald people look alike. That's my lived experience speaking on that. People will really like show you a picture of like Jason Statham and then like Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin, and they'll be like, these are the same guy. And you're like, they're not the same at all, man. Okay, but Dana White and Joe Rogan do look alike. That one is just true. It was my turning point into madness. What was your turning point into madness? Librarian? The ass pick? The guy does not look like me. I will recognize he is bald, but his face does not look like my face. He doesn't, man. He doesn't. He doesn't. I know what I look like. I kind of look like the road rage guy. I do look like, and I've been tweeted this for like 10 years. I do look like when Joel from Community puts on the bald cap and dresses up as the dean. That's for sure. That's undeniable. I'm not saying I have a completely unique like phenotype on Earth. That's psychotic. But like, I get way more false positives. Sorry, Jeff, not Joel. You're right. His name is the actor's name is Joel. Yeah. Saved. I get way more false positives that are like, you look like this guy you don't resemble at all, than false negatives, which is me saying I don't look like this guy that I obviously look like. You denied the road rage guy for ages? At some point you just gotta say, I guess, where there's smoke, there's fire. But like, he really is like 40 pounds heavier than me. You just gotta acknowledge that one. Also, he's wearing some fucked up, like, Oshkosh Pagosh hoodie. Now, I'm not necessarily, like, the king of style, but, like, you wouldn't catch me wearing that shit outside, especially if I'm on dash cam. I don't know. He looks like you from 3 years ago? Oh, so you can't have it both ways, Chad. Because when I started losing weight, people were like, you don't even look like you've lost weight. You look exactly the same. And then I put, like, a picture of myself with a head like a fucking cantaloupe on the screen. And then I put my face right next to it. And people were like, you look exactly the same. And I was like, come on. Because look at... Just give it a second here, okay? Add image. Let me go. Let's create a new old NL. And then browse. Let me just find like a random one here in the thumbnails folder. People were literally like, this is the same man. And it is, but it isn't. I do kind of look like him, though. That's true. It sounds like the Vitamin C song. As we go on, we remember all the times we had together. As our lives change from you make me feel like I'm living a traffic dream. The way you built a lane, I will drive to the grocery store and everywhere else. You got your top pulled back, got your luggage rack, got your traffic dream tonight. Yeah, when you ripped up jeans and your tight ass jeans with your turbo team tonight. How does it go? Baby, lay your hands on me with your ripped up jeans, with your teenage zines tonight. Something like that. It's a pretty good song.